So 35 doesn't sound too bad. So how do I escape this path to being miserable of only having $2,000 of profit every month to spend on stuff? Well, one of it is to make more money. The other one is to understand amortization schedule. What is amortization? So amortization schedule, as the guy said earlier, is a chart that shows how you are paying off your loan, and in this unique situation, a student loan. I'm going to use it to my advantage. Okay, so now I'm going to open up this chart. All right, can you guys see this okay? If you can't, you can certainly come closer to see it okay. You've taken out a $300,000 loan. The first month that you pay it back, and this is the 20-year version, of that $2,300 that you're paying back, you're going to write a check to the bank for $2,300 because you're paying your loan back. Of that first month's $2,300, only $576 is going towards this $300,000 in decreasing. $1,750 is just being thrown away in interest. That's how the bank makes money. So you pay off $2,300 and you're all excited, and you get your next month's bill. And even though you pay $2,300, your loan balance has only gone down by $500. Now, sometimes people say, well, this is once again something you may not be even understanding and talking about, but often people say, well, would I at least get a little bit of tax benefit from $1,700 of interest? The answer is no, because if you have a job where you're making more than $70,000, and as a Georgia Tech graduate, even if you're a dentist or you're not a dentist, you'll probably be making more than $70,000. The government does not allow you to write off. So there is no tax advantage. It is completely money that's being thrown away. So this seems daunting, but the way this schedule works is, as you move down the schedule in the number of months, it changes and it starts flipping. So after 1 year, now of the monthly $2,300, it's no longer $576. It's still pretty terrible. $600 is going towards that initial $300,000. But it keeps going in this way. So now, 5 years down the road, 60 months, of the $2,300, now $800 is going towards that original $300,000. And when you're all the way in the final years of it, now it's really good because all the way down here, is the opposite. It's the reverse of what it was in the beginning. Way more of it is going towards the principal. But by then, inflation has eaten away at stuff, and you're like, many people, especially with houses, when you buy a house, very few people actually work their way down the amortization schedule this much. Because often they live in a house for like 6 years, they take out a 30-year loan, they live in it in 6 years, and then they sell the house. So they've missed out on the good part of the amortization schedule. So how can you get down here earlier? You make extra payments towards principal. So let's say you, once again, back to the original thing, somehow after month 1, your great-grandmother dies and she leaves you $50,000. And you take that $50,000 and you put it towards your balance of the loan. Now, in month 2, instead of your $2,300 being split up like this, it's going to jump you down to where your balance is $250,000, which is equivalent to month 70. So now when you make that second monthly payment of $2,300, it's flipped more in your favor. So going back to what I was talking about earlier, how do I use it to my advantage? You don't need to pay off your entire loan right away. You just need to put enough into it where you're flipping the amount that's going towards principal versus the amount that's going towards interest. Yep. Tax deduction, we already answered. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand?